Hey friends, that's a new song for me. I'm super excited about it. I'm still learning it. It's still coming along for me, but that's Wild Mountain Thyme, a traditional Scottish-Irish song that I'm totally enamored with at this moment, and that's where it's at for me. I'm learning it now, and it's getting smoother and smoother, and I can't stop playing it. It's like on repeat. It's in my head. I just want to keep running through it again and again. It's like a never-ending song loop for me. It's so rich with the bass line, how it moves around, so gently and skillfully. It's super, super gorgeous, and I can't stop playing it. So let the learning begin. That's what I'm really excited about right now. So I've been on the hunt for what I'm gonna put my mind to learn this year, and I've come up with a good collection. I've actually spent more time than I wanted to, like researching. I've been down so many rabbit holes just seeking songs that light me up, and I've found some good ones. I think I'll randomly find some more along the way, but I've been enjoying discovery, really. I've been discovering players and songs and putting a stake in the ground on a couple of songs here that I'm excited about learning this year. So I want to continue to diversify what I play, so keeping things interesting, making things different, especially when I play in public. I want to be, playing weird stuff sometimes, or just new stuff. So just trying to keep it fresh, and I think there's so many forms of music out there that I don't know anything about that I can benefit from learning and just expand my repertoire. So I'm really excited about that. My discovery journey has led me to, thus far, what I'm seeking here is I'm going to learn the Maple Leaf Rag, which is a Scott Joplin tune, and it's very recognizable. I cannot play anything about it right now, and when I look at someone playing it on the guitar, I think that's impossible. And I know it's going to be possible soon, but I think that's impossible, so that excites me. So some ragtime guitar, that's definitely coming. Learn this Celtic tune, Wild Mountain Thyme, really excited about that. And what I'm also excited about learning is I want to do the Ashokan Farewell, written in like the 90s, I believe, by Jay Unger, and popularized in the Civil War documentary by Ken Burns. I want to learn that. Fingerstyle guitar, I found there's a tutorial there by Happy Traum on Stefan Grossman's guitar website, and I'm probably going to buy that instructional video and learn Ashokan Farewell. It's in the similar realm of what I just played, and I'm really excited to have a couple of those. I have been promising myself and psyching myself up to learn Jerry Reed's Jiffy Jam. There's a lesson there by Buster B. Jones on Stefan Grossman's website. Maybe Jerry's Breakdown, Jerry's Breakdown. I might go for that one as well. Not committed to that one, but it's exciting, and I might want to put that into my pocket as well. I think I'm going to try to pick up a Pierre Ben Susan song. I saw Pierre last year here in Rhode Island, and it was fantastic. And he's the Dadgad master, although he doesn't like to mention that exclusively. He's a fantastic guitar player, and what's the name of the song? I can't remember the name now. I didn't write it down. That's gonna be really different, I think. So Pierre Ben Susan, if you don't know who he is, check him out for sure. It led me down a rabbit hole, all this searching into places that I didn't really expect, but I ended up with a couple names on my list. So Leo Kottke, like Leo Kottke's funky. He's got all this like stop time funky stuff. I don't know. I'm in drop D here, but he's always got stuff that's like. I can't even do it. I have no idea. I can't even do it. That's really weird. So that's kind of a side. I got the Maple Leaf Rag, Jiffy Jam, Pierre Ben Susan, Wild Mountain Time that I just played, Ashokan Farewell. That's 5 solid ones that I want to put in. I'm looking for a Gypsy Jazz song because that'll be so different as well. Not sure how it'll translate to, fingerstyle. Yeah, and then leading me down those rabbit holes, I end up discovering fantastic picker named Dave Evans from the 70s. Made an album or two. His song Sad Pig Dance and another one called Stage Fright. You should check them out. They are incredible pieces. What a unique picker. I read the guitars that you see him playing he made. Pretty incredible. And then he went off, he dropped music, and basically disappeared into obscurity, and I believe he passed away in like 2017. I really liked it. Steel string, excellent player. Naturally, that direction kind of naturally leads me from the Pierre Ben Susan direction leads me to Michael Hedges, because he had a connection to Michael Hedges, so I end up in this Michael Hedges rabbit hole, which is outstanding, and that led me to Leo Kottke. Not sure I'm going to pick up a Michael Hedges song, and then oddly enough, that research, it took me down a side road I didn't expect, but somehow in this discovery mode, I discovered, because I hadn't heard before this, that Pearl Jam dropped a new song, maybe even 2 now, and they have a new album coming, I believe, and so I listened to that song a couple times. I listened to it once, and really loved the feel. It felt like old school Pearl Jam. They really fell back into that pocket. It was really cool. I have to say, I could not understand a single word that Eddie Vedder was singing in that song in my first time through. Barely a single word. A couple of words, but like nothing. So I had to pull them up online. And then once I pulled up the lyrics online, the song actually just got better. And maybe that's just me. Really cool. I listened like 3 times. I thought it was good stuff. Happy that they're making new music. And they've been making music all along. I know that. But psyched that they're making new music. And then that led me to discover, maybe you already knew this already, but the Black Crowes putting together new music. That's super exciting. Loved that. Listened to Waiting and Wanting. And just like the Pearl Jam song is like classic Black Crowes. It was great. It was a huge sound, like the harmonies, the backup vocals, just so classic song. It was really rock and roll music, and that was really refreshing too. I listened to Cross Your Fingers as well. That was a good song too. So really loved that side trip that I went on there. And I'm glad that they're making new music, putting it out there, and doing a good job. I mean, Chris Robinson's voice just sounds great. Good old rock and roll. Let's see, what else here? I played a gig this past weekend, farmer's market gig. Beautiful gig. Children in the more early part, like children in strollers, children dancing, children on shoulders. And like, I absolutely have to say I adore and love farmer's markets. And I am and have been a vegetable farmer for 10 years. And so farmer's markets really hit me, in the heart. I belong there. And I love it there. And it was so nice to do this weekend. But I was setting up, and as I'm putting my rig together, the mic clip just broke. And so I had to ask someone to help me. And luckily, and remember always, if you're gigging, you always have to have duct tape in your gig bag. And so luckily I had some duct tape. So I duct taped that thing together with the help of a kind person nearby, and got through the gig no problem. But when I came home, I needed to find my replacement mic clip. Went up into the closet, which is always an adventure. And in searching, I came across, I had to move a box out of the way to get to my extra gearbox. The box I moved, I opened up and found like this small treasure trove of things from my childhood, which threatened, to like consume me for a moment. But my folks have been giving me all these little things from my childhood in boxes that I have been at my house. So like from early, when I was a little kid. So I look in this box, I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't want to really go into that world right now. But something caught my eye that's relevant. And I was so excited to see it. My first tape ever. I don't have the actual tape. I just have the liner notes. This is my first tape ever, and it brought me back right away to, I used to listen to this album on a tape recorder. Play, rewind, play, on a single tape recorder, you know, just right there with the buttons on the front. And I'd lay on the floor just staring into the tape recorder, watching it spin. And I was old enough to read, but I was very young. So this was 1983, this was released. So maybe I was 8. I probably got it as brand new. It was given to me, I know, by my cousin Steve. And so my first album ever, and I had all these memories come back. But it just like the Pearl Jam song, I wasn't really grasping without following the liner notes. And man, this was my first experience with liner notes. I used to pour through liner notes. They matter so much. I mean, we used to just read the liner notes, follow along the lyrics, and if there's little anecdotes in there, this one doesn't have any anecdotes, but you know, we loved those things. I love my liner notes. And man, little 8-year-old me listening to this album, reading the liner notes, and I remember, you know, really being stuck in it, and it's really stuck with me all these years. There's a little black spot on the sun today. Like, as an 8-year-old, that stuck with me. I contemplated that. There's a black hat caught in a high treetop. Just the image of it all, like, as a kid, that stayed with me. It really stayed with me. And so, thanks, Gordon Sumner and Andy Summers and Stuart Copeland. Appreciate you guys. That was really exciting to find. So, a little memory lane there. And that's about all I wanted to check in with y'all. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're planning out what you're going to learn this year. And I found another guitar site that I like, that I learned this Wild Mountain Time from, Elite Guitarist. And it's mostly classical nylon string guitar players playing classical music, Spanish music, Celtic music. And I found it really helpful to reference. At least I used the performance video of Wild Mountain Time, where he played it very slow, slower than the other folks that I was finding online. So eliteguitarist.com, guitarworkshop.com, which is Stefan Grossman. But now I'm just rambling, and take good care. Thanks so much for watching. Keep playing. Stay safe.